Hello everyone, welcome back. Good to have you here again on this lovely Sunday morning. And I just want to say a very warm welcome as always. And it's Angela, I forgot that bit. Right, we are going to do a quick little project. And as I mentioned on Friday, where we did this particular one here, I said to you that I would do a complete the quick little bit that I'm going to put onto the side of the tea stain page. So I have stenciled that already. So I'm going to just remove this out of the book at the moment. It's easier for me to work with it loose, and that's the reason why I don't sew them in until the very end. Alright, so what I wanted to do here was do something like I've done previously with a little slight change. So it's not all together new, except that I'm going to do it with different materials. So this can be done with any sort of materials really, and it just gives you an idea of what to do with book pages and for little pieces of paper like this, because it's nice to have various lengths and be unpredictable in your journal, just for doing different things and storage and that sort of stuff. So I've taken this little piece here. Now this little piece is the remainder of the A4 page that I had here. So this is just over 2 3/4 inches really. All right, so what is that in centimeters? Got my little ruler, 7. All right, so it's about 7 centimeters. So what I want to do is I'm going to make myself a little pocket, envelope pocket, to go onto this side, and then we're going to do something with it on the back there. So what I've done is I've grabbed a page from my ABC notebook. I've got it here actually, so I can show you again. A Floral ABC by Elizabeth Cameron. It's got beautiful pictures of florals in here. And I'm going to just use one of the pages from that because it's quite narrow. This one is 5.5, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Just short of 5.5 inches, and this page was Z for zigzag clover, like that. Right, so what I did was I have taken the first 1.5 inches and I have folded that over as a little flap. I'm going to use this color on the inside, and then because if I had turned this over it would have looked like that, and I didn't really want that as a cover. I wanted the writing, so I cut that piece off at the bottom, which is 3 inches, and I'm putting that on top over there like that. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue, because I will stitch once I've put what I want to on the top. So I think I'm just going to take my distress ink and just distress ink it across the middle here, which you can't really do when that's stitched down. And then I'm going to attach that piece like that. All right, so effectively I've cut it off and put it on the top. So I prefer that to the roots. So then I'm just going to take a bit of glue like that. All right, and we are going to stick it on those 3 sides with this book page. You can do this with any book page. Now, it's really just the writing I'm using, so that's why I say any book page. This is just pretty on the inside of that, and on the other side, you're not going to see that either. So, or much of that. So, just any book page with some writing would work. Okay, so again, I'm using scraps. Love doing things with scraps. Now what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be sticking this on here, as you know, making sure I don't hit that fold line. So we'll probably have it at about that height there, like that. And while I've got it, I think I will just take my pencil and do the little mark thing here, which I can rub out. That's the line that I need to put it up against, and also centralize it on the top and the bottom there. And I am just gauging this, just need one line there, just with my eye. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with some scraps, as I said, and we're going to just decorate these bits up here. So I'm going to start with a little piece of the lace paper. I've taken scraps that are to do with this, or scraps that match with the colours really. So this is from my lacy background pages, and I've also got a little scrappy bit from one of the pages that sort of fit with this paper. It wasn't from a tag, it was from a piece of paper that we used earlier, and I'm going to get that to stick over there. So let's start before I start showing you and not sticking. So I hope you guys have all been very well. I've had a very busy week. My daughter started her last year of college, so had some drama there where they said that she hadn't been enrolled. So oh, that was stressful, but I've managed to sort that out now, luckily. Right, now before I stick this one down, I'm getting my wits about me. I'm going to use this lovely quote. So there is sunshine in my soul today. Even if it's winter, make sure there's sunshine in your soul. Have that joy shine out from you. Definitely something good to remind ourselves of. Now I want to just lap this behind here slightly, like that. All right. So I think, again, am I going to remember where to put it? I'm just making little pencil marks, just placement marks really, so that I get it right. Yeah, so that gave me a lot of stress, and I had a headache for about 5 days just trying to sort that out. But we all sorted now, and she's back there doing what she's doing. So I'm very excited for her. And I'm going to enjoy all the lovely treatments that she has to practice, like head massage and hot stone therapy. You know, it's tough being a mum, eh? I think I deserve it with all the stress of all the things you have to do for your children. Right, so yes, it's going to be enjoyable. So I'm very excited. Paige does my nails for me, as you know, so, and she does a really good job of it, and I'm very spoiled. I am a good customer, though. I do pay her because, you know, she also needs pocket money, and in my house, my children don't get anything unless they earn it. I'm a hard mum. So, yeah. Although my son's self-sufficient, so he doesn't need his mother's pocket money. Right, so, right, got a little butterfly, and I cut it out from this piece of paper here. And I'm going to just stick that down on top of that little sentiment. And I'm doing this in funny bits here, but it's just as the layers are forming, and I don't want to get it wrong. I like that. Okay, we want to put something on this side now. So again, another piece of a paper, and I've just torn this with my fingers. That's all I've done. And I love doing this kind of thing. I find it really therapeutic. Right, I'm going to put this on here. There we go. I've just got those bits of text sticking out, which I really like. And I want to just get that bit down. Right. And then I've just taken some of the fussy cuts. So these were printed 2 to a page. These are from my floral fussy cuts sheets. And then I might end up sticking one of these small ones. This is from Mason Jar, I think. And it's just one lying around here. And I want to just somehow layer that. And I think might cut the bottom. Well, let's get it where we want it. Right, so we want to get this little rosy one, wild rose one done. It's like a climbing rose. Yes, I definitely have had a lot of thoughts about my garden lately, because I have lawn that's not the greatest lawn, and you know, with wildflowers and things, which I don't mind. I love the dandelions, all the things that grow, and I allow them to grow, but it's strange grasses that have sort of started to take root there, and the lawn is just not looking good. And I don't have all the time in the world, as much as I'd like, to go and do gardening. I like to potter, but I don't have the best back, as most of you probably don't either. My lower back, I struggle with mowing the lawn. So I just want to get that sorted so that I have a lower maintenance English country garden going on in the garden. So, oh, don't quite stick that one down, Angela. We want to put this little one in. So yeah, I need to do some serious thinking about the garden. And my neighbor has a beautiful country garden with all the flowers just doing its thing, and that's so appealing. So I think I'm going to have a garden overall plan this winter so that I can get it sorted for spring next year. You know, and I love a nice garden, especially just to go and sit and listen to the birds and everything that I do like to do. A little bit more down. That's better. Right, and this can now go and get stuck down. Okay, it's got a bit of a 3D look. That is stuck. That little bit is just, oh, that's what it is. It's got some, there we go. Little bits and bobs there. Right, and now I'm going to just cut off the end there like that. I think I have 2 pieces of paper going on here, and that's why it's not sticking as well as I thought. So I don't know what I was doing when I was cutting this out, but anyway, we'll sort it out. Okay, that's better. Right, so that's what we're going to have on the bottom there. And now on this top flap here, what I did was just take some of my lace pieces. So this is one of my favorites from Plum Boutique. I'm going to just run a thin bead of glue here. It's just to hold it in place, because I will probably go and no, I'm not going to sew on that section, so let's just get a bit of better amount of glue on there. Right, so I'm going to get that on. Love this butterfly lace, love the scalloped edge. Right, so we've got that there, and then I was in my scrap pile getting all sorts out. So I had a little bit of this. So this is Liberty of London, and that was a piece left over, and I had another piece from another one. So I'm going to join these up here. So I'm going to move that up a bit. I want to stick that down and get it that I managed to get this one somehow. I think it'll have to be this way to lap over there like it was all there the whole time. All right, so I just want to move it a bit back. Right, so we're going to get this down. This is just pleated fabric, and I have stitched down the middle, and it would look lovely even if you don't have a machine, if you do it with running stitch by hand as well. So let's get this bit down, and then this little bit as well. So need a little bit overlapping there, and I'm going to put a bit of a thing here, so it's not going to, you're not going to really see the joined bit, so that's all right. They stuck it down anyway. Right, so that's that. I quite like that. Then what I did was I had this little bit gathered. It's just lace gathered into a circle, as you can see. I've taken all the scrappy bits here, lace bit, a little bit of netting, a little bit of seam binding, that's the word, and sewn that all together, made a little clustery bit, and I'm going to just put this onto this section over here. I just want to turn that way. Right, so I'm going to just sew that, stick that on there as well. So let's get a good amount of glue on here. There we go. And then I'm going to get that stuck down here. There we go. So if I will probably end up putting something on this, but it would be ideal just to let it set for a little while. But the Fabri-Tac does do a good job. Can't go wrong with that. All right, so we've got that bit there. And now what I want to do ever so quickly is I'm just going to sew, just for effect, it's not a requirement, this edge here. let me do that quickly and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so you can see I've just stitched around there just to give that finished look, which I like. And I've just distressed the edges and I've sewn nothing on this side here. Right, so now what we want to do is we want to stick this down over here. So I'm just matching it up to those lines that I made earlier. And I'm going to just ever so quickly take one of these little pegs on both sides. Gosh, the chair's creaking. Sorry guys, it's a new chair too. Must be me. Right, so you just do that. And the reason I do that is I just want to know where I must put the glue up to. So I'm just drawing a line there. Right, take that off. Don't want to put glue on beyond that line, that side, because then it's going to stick on here. So we want to get some glue on here. And then it's a case of holding it there. Let's open it right up just in case. And we want to line it up with our lines. Yeah. So we can just lift that up and press that down nicely. There we go. And now on the side there's none of that glue. Okay, so let's just open that flap so we can work with this. Give it a nice press, and that's done nicely. So there we go. Now what I want to do here is I want to cover this up and make this a functional little piece. So I've cut out another piece of the gingham background paper and I'm going to stick it over this bit here like that. So you've seen me do something very similar as I said before. So going to just put the glue onto this piece here. And we're going to just match it up with the corners on that side. So that side of the fold line, and then you can just press that down. All right, so we've got all of that there. That's also going to help to secure this envelope there as well. Then just taken a little piece of the lace background paper. I'm using the scraps today, and I'm going to get that to make a little pocket. So I'll just hold it on that side there. As I said, guys, while I'm thinking about it and doing this, I have the mini journal will be ready shortly. I have been working on the mini journal, well, not this week, the week before I did actually. So I'll have the mini journal for the birds and bees coming out, so that you'll probably see in the week. And I also have restocked my wildflower fabric for those of you that were looking for wildflower fabric for your wildflower journal, and I will make sure that I get that journal flip through in shortly too. So yeah, I want to just catch up with everything so that we are ready to start our new journal with a clean slate of all the backlogs. Yeah, so we have the Queen's funeral tomorrow as well. So everything's closed, including the post office. So another delayed day. If I did manage to get my stuff, all the orders posted off to you up until Thursday evening if you put one in, because I got them there Friday. So yeah, I will again be going to the post office on Tuesday when it opens. So if you're waiting or haven't received an email from me to say confirmation that your parcel's on its way, that means it's in the Tuesday batch. I go pretty much usually 2 days a week, on a Tuesday and a Friday. Sometimes I go 3 days. It just depends on what I've got coming in order wise. Right, just put that little tag in. That's part of your tags that come with the kit, just to finish that off. So we've got a little pocket there now. That closes nicely and gives us a little pretty look there, because this is a very pretty looking journal, isn't it? Very girly. We've got the rest of our signature here, which is going to go into this section. We are then going to put this into that section like that. All right, so there's our pages so far. It's coming together really well. Okay, so we've got that there. We've got this bit over here, and that flaps out like that. No, Angela, it doesn't. That flaps in there and goes over there, and that goes over there like that. There we go. So we've got that bit there, and that looks lovely and pretty with everything. It goes beautifully. Then you've got your other side here. We've got that bit there. Got some nice writing spots here, so it's all coming together really nicely. Yeah, almost finished with this one too. A few bits and bobs. All right, so that's our little project for today. I hope you've had fun. As I said, it was a quick one, but a fun one, and one you can do for any journal, and a great way to use up those book pages and scraps. So go and give it a go. Let me know what you think. I'm going to see you on Tuesday. If you are watching the funeral, well, I can't say enjoy it, but I hope you get to see that if it's shown where you are. I will be watching that. So if I don't respond to your messages and things straight away, just bear in mind that's what I'm probably doing. I do want to watch that. So thank you guys for all your support and kindness and your wonderful comments that I receive and from you. It really is so lovely to wake up to messages from all of you, and I try my best to get to all of that, and I have done. I think I'm on top of it. I think just the YouTube side. I'll shut up now and I'll see you on Tuesday. Stay well, have a great Sunday, and speak to you and see you again. Bye everyone.